Mike, what did we just learn?
Well, that inflation is hanging in there. Thank goodness for the American consumer, which is the point that Fed officials have been making, that the consumer is hanging in there. And the consumer has been hanging in there in part because wages and salaries have been going up, and they're not. I mean, they are, but a big drop-off from what we had seen. We'd seen months of gains of 0.4%. This month, only 0.2% for wages and salaries, particularly in private industry. And the big gain that kept the personal income numbers higher is government payments to farmers, up 6.3%. This is the Trump bailout for the damage that he's done to farm income, and that is helping lift the overall personal income numbers, but it's really a story of government transfers rather than companies paying up, which, you know, it's odd. The Fed's got to wonder, why aren't we seeing higher salaries and wages with unemployment so low?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's recycling the tariffs back to the farmers.
Exactly.
It's basically what
from your pockets.
Exactly,
you know.
exactly right.
And more so. Payouts are actually more to the farmers than you're getting from China
Exactly
with
right.
the increases.
But on the wages front, Liz, I mean, they're all individual data points. We don't want to overreact. But at one point, is there sort of a drumbeat about employment? We've always said we're doing great as an economy because of employment. But now we had a low employment number when we had the last NFP number out. And we get these little indications, including even the jobless claims, just inching up.
Yeah, I don't want to sound Pollyanna-ish here, but I think it's important to remember that we're starting from a pretty good place. So even if we get some little pieces of negative data, it's not as if we were in a really precarious position before. So we're starting from a place where we have some space to see disappointments here and there that are minor. It is important to remember also, though, that a lot of the positivity and a lot of the economists and market strategists out there that have been positive throughout the year have been because of a strong labor market. So if we start to see weakness there, it's something definitely to pay attention to. Now, I don't want to underestimate the effect that sentiment has on something like consumer spending and on something like companies raising wages. So if there's a hit to sentiment, or if there's even enough uncertainty in the market, in the environment going through the end of the year, companies kind of hit the pause button. It doesn't mean they pull back, but they hit the pause button, and so do consumers. Consumers aren't going to spend if they're not quite as confident that their wages are going to stay the same or go up.